I will pray for you, but if you get on my nerve, I will cuss you smooth out. My mouth ain't under control yet, and I can throw these hands. And let me tell you something, if I get my hands on you, I promise you, you gonna know you've been in a fight. But I'm trying not to go there because I'm in transition.
What I'm on here for about is QueenShiba.
Say that louder now, because we don't get to hear that often. Say it louder. I think you are very open-minded about a lot. I think you haven't had an opportunity to experience a conservative relationship. Hold on. And if and when you do, come back and talk to me. Yeah.
What you don't realize is that you don't listen, man.
I don't have to. You're not my daddy.
Baby, what's in there wine? I feel sexy as fuck. I see why y'all like wine.
All right. Throw your hands up in the air and wave them like you just don't care. It is Party in the Chat. Welcome to Monday night Party in the Chat, honey. And that's exactly what we are doing. If this is your first time here, you know what? I am this close to saying this is almost like our Saturdays. I said what I said. Kind of unfiltered, but we going to have some fun tonight. I don't know. I got a funny feeling and a sneaky suspicion that some of y'all might come in here trying to fight with each other. But you know what? I'm going to let you fight tonight. I'm going to let you fight tonight because what he said, baby, what's in that wine? I see why y'all drink wine. And I know some of you that are stationed in Texas, you off tomorrow, so you ain't got nothing but time. They said muscle mania. You off tomorrow. You ain't got nothing but time. Ah, shit. We do have the wrong picture showing. You know what? Let me stop. Thank you. Who got my back? Thank you Thank you, Kimberly. See, Kimberly got my back. Hold on. Let me get the right one up there. I did say muscle mania. You know what? Let me not do that today. Let me. Oh, where is it? That is it. That ain't it. You sure right. Y'all give me. See, I done got besides myself. Hold on. It has to be here. Oh my God. No, the hell I did not. Let me find it. Thank you, Kimberly, for helping me out with that. Now I gotta go find the right damn thumbnail. That's what I get for trying to be funny. QueenShiba down 1. Ken and Trish. No, yeah, Ken and Trish up. I'm down 0. I'm 0. Ken and Trish are 1. Ah, man. Why did I put Muscle Mania up there? Listen, so welcome to Monday Night Party in the Chat, y'all. We're gonna talk about it. I preserve my opinion and my thoughts on this. Ooh-wee. LeBerick Williams. And I'm going to leave a blank and a comma. I'm going to leave a blank and a comma. I think there's only a handful of you that know for a fact, if it's Destiny that actually called a popo or that the charge is against, okay? Until he comes out or until she comes out and say it, we don't know for a fact, but I'm going to say this. I'm leaning in and I'm going to say there's a high probability, about 85 to 90%, that this situation that LeBerick has gotten himself into, high probability, is between he and Destiny. Let me tell you why. They've been going back, forth and forth. But because Melody and Martell's divorce and post-divorce has been the center of attention on the show, and because Carlos don't make the other cast members work as hard to earn their keep and work as hard to earn a coin, and they can always kind of fly beneath the radar and use the legalities. I'm contractually bound to not talk about this. I can't talk about this. I can't talk about that. All of them. Okay. And because Carlos has given them a hall pass to do whatever they please off the backs, let's talk, off Melody and Martell, who has carried this show for 9 seasons. Even when I watched this last episode, I said enough is enough. And we're gonna get to LeBerick. Enough is enough. Even when Melody and Martell are not in the scenes, they are a part of the scene. That is wild to me. That is crazy to me that I can come to work and I can talk about my coworkers all day long and I don't have to do shit and I'm going to get paid. Oh, bet. Would you not take that deal? Would you not take that deal? I would sit on my ass too. I would sit on my ass too. And that's what you get, production. I would ride, baby, I would ride that wave until the ocean dried up. I would ride it and ride it and ride it. And I don't blame them. The more I think about it, if my producer ain't gonna make me talk, then I ain't talking. If my producer ain't gonna make me work, I ain't working. So I think everybody's shocked, whether it's true or not. And let me tell you why, because Destiny has been able to fly below the radar for a number of years. It doesn't matter what excuse that she has given. The fact is, the producers allowed her to get away with it. And if you're going to allow me to skip class and I pass, shit, I'm going to skip every day. I ain't telling you shit. I ain't saying nothing. I'll give you a little bit. And as a matter of fact, who else you bringing on? Oh, Sonny, let me jump on that gravy train. Moses, let me jump on that gravy train. Now I'm back to Melody. Let me refresh that. Even though I've been gone a year or two, let me refresh that. We ain't been friends for how long? Okay, now, you know what? And that's how we've gotten here. That's why I think all of you are shocked. Because you didn't have line of sight to begin with. Typically in any reality show, we can kind of guesstimate because we have a pulse. We can do a pulse check about where they are, where they should be. This is the only reality show where I've seen people show up and they don't have to give shit. And then when you see the shenanigans play out on social media, behind the scenes, you're like, wow, I'm not. If you giving out free checks, I'm going to take it. And that's what I think we are seeing. And that's what I think has been done. Give me 1 second. I need to find my damn thumbnail so y'all can know you're in the right party, honey. I got to find my damn thumbnail. How did it get away from me? So tonight we're going to be talking about LeBarick Williams, Destiny Payton Williams. Let me ask you this before we get too deep. Do you feel like the charges that he's been charged with, domestic violence in the 3rd degree, harassing communications, do you think it's directly related to Destiny? That's a yes or no. That's a yes or no. Let me see what y'all got. That's either you do or you don't. And then we're going to get into the thick of it. We're going to get into the thick of it. And I got a funny feeling. And then at the end, we're going to do what we do. At the end, we're going to do what we do. We're going to let them come up and sing, y'all. We got some singers up in the house. We got some singers up in the house. Let's see. A lot of it is saying yes. Okay. Most of you, I have not seen a no. Yes, yes. I see. Yeah. Okay. The Book of Mail is saying no. I see yes. I see yes. I see yes. There's a high probability, even though we don't know for a fact, there's a high probability that whatever these charges are, domestic violence, harassing communications to the 3rd degree, there's a high probability, if you use common sense, that it probably has something to do with his ex-wife, who is Destiny Payton Williams. Now, here's where we got to get into the thick of it. Let me ask you this. Do you take domestic violence serious? Yes or no? Do you take it serious? Y'all quiet now. Oh, y'all real quiet. Tony C says yes. T-Baby says yes. Rita said absolutely. So you take it serious. Does it matter who it is? It matters. If it matters, said it matters. Put it matters in the chat. Yes, of course. Okay, y'all are saying y'all take it serious. Does it matter who it is? Does it matter to you? And use the word matter if it matters who it is. We need to level set real quick before we jump into this. I just want to level set. I just want to kind of fill out where we are in all of this. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, I'm watching. Now, the theme of 2024 has been protect Black women. The theme of 2024 has been protect Black women. Are we protecting Black women? Or are y'all on pause? Are you pausing? What we doing? Pause or protect? That's all you have to put in the chat. Are you pausing or are you protecting? Oh, okay. I see one protect. Okay. Are we pausing when it comes to the theme of protecting Black women? Okay, I see protect. Protect. I see a pause. Thank you for being honest. Too legit to quit. Thank you for being honest. Your Jamaican girl says, I'm a pause. Okay. I see protect. I see a few pauses. Okay, Shelby, then that's a pause. Okay. Oh, wow, there's a lot of pauses. There's a lot of pauses. Is Melody Cherie included in that pause? Just out of curiosity. Is Melody Cherie included in that pause? Just out of curiosity. Kicking it with Courtney say, I'm reserving my rights to protect who I want. Y'all getting really creative out there. Pausing. Okay. Pause, protect. There's a lot. I'm going to say it's about 60-40 from what I'm seeing. Okay. Now, here's the thing. LeBarick Williams on January 19th was charged with domestic violence in the 3rd degree, the same charge as Martell Hope, which is why you see all of them on the thumbnail. And I'm about to put the thumbnail, I'm about to share it here in just a second. Give me 1 second. Okay. Now, when it comes to Martell Hope, I know we were down like 4 flat tires regarding how we were going to show up because I took it serious. Anytime a nigga get on your line and start playing with you and harassing you, 3rd degree communications, yeah, don't play with me. I don't give a fuck who you are. Don't play with me. Now, I'm just saying, am I right? We showed up for Melody. And the reason why, well, some of you didn't. Let's be clear. Can we talk tonight? Can we all admit that we all have our favorites on Love and Marriage Huntsville? I have not seen not one piece of neutral content. I've seen people that try to pass it off as neutral, but I have not. And if I haven't, please forgive me. I probably haven't checked out had the opportunity or the pleasure to check out your page. But there's most times a hint of shade, slight disses, slight transitions, a changing of the mind. And you know what? I don't give a fuck. It ain't my page. I don't care what everybody else got going on. But I said that to say, can we all agree that most of us have our faves when it comes to this show or people we prefer over the other? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. People we prefer over the other. No matter how slick we try to get, or some of you try to get with passing it off as neutrality, I've yet to see one true neutral content creator, even when you get crafty and try to wrap it up. Okay, so we can all agree, because I'm biased as hell. I am. I picked my side, and I'm staying over there. Now, my side is right is right, wrong is wrong. Domestic violence is wrong to me. Domestic violence is wrong to me. And some of you didn't agree initially because it was Melody. Let's talk about it. Because it was Melody. There's some of you on the other side, you don't like her, and that's fine. And because it was her, can y'all hear me? And because it was her, you minimized the severity of the charge. You said, this damn text message, that shit don't matter. He ain't did nothing to her. He ain't did nothing to her. It ain't that important. She dragging that out. She mad. She doing this. She doing that, Miss Nell. All of you. Content creators, subscribers. Black men ain't supposed to go to jail. Is that how we still feel? Because if so, I'm gonna need y'all to keep. I'm gonna need y'all to keep that same energy. Now, some of you on the other side are huge supporters of Destiny. Huge supporters, and that's not a here nor there. But if we standing on principle for DV, and if we standing on principle, then how come you didn't have that same energy when it was Melody? For those of you that completely disagree that DV is wrong, I'm going somewhere with it. And now, has your mind changed since it's Destiny? Or that's why I asked you, does it matter? Or are you pausing? Or are you protecting? Because it's maybe one of your favorites today. When I saw LeBaric, DeJuan Williams was booked, on January 19th, yesterday, I was shook. I was shook for a number of reasons. The first thing that came to my fucking brain was, damn, can't get right. Carlos, with the exception of Melody, that I know of, from what we see on social media, it's a bunch of criminals. That was the first thing. I was shook. The second thing is, I was like, damn, whatever he did, he broke the law. Because you can't just go down to the courthouse and put a warrant on somebody. Let's talk about it. They in their feelings now, QueenShiba. They are. They in their feelings now. Wait a minute. We talking facts over feelings.
I don't care. I said what I said, and I meant what I said.
Hold on. You cannot go down to a police station and put a warrant on somebody. Now, you can make a police report. You can say what the fuck you want to say in a police report. He kicked my dog. He kicked my cat. He pulled my hair, ate my cereal. Yes, Your Honor. Tore up my couch, put on my heels, put my sunglasses in the oven. That's based on what you are relaying to be your experience. Can't nobody stop you from doing that. You pay taxes. That is called a police report. They're saying that y'all can't hear me. Can everybody hear me before I continue? Linda Gamble, can you give me a 1 or 2? You can fake all you want, but the magistrate has to find evidence that supports it. Thank you. The only way to you got to get a warrant before you're arrested. Destiny, that's the state that puts out a warrant. That's the magistrate that puts out a warrant. Let's talk about it. That's how Martell got arrested, y'all. Melody can say what the hell she want to say. If you understand how the law works, she can't just go up there and say, he got porn. He gonna put this out. Okay, we need proof. And we don't need hearsay, which you heard on the blog. We need hardcore proof. That's the way the law works. Hold on. No, you cannot go out and take out a warrant. Where? How can you take out a warrant? If that's the case, we'll all be in jail. I can fly to Virginia tomorrow and take out one on you. Black women are in the building. The law don't work like that. Can you show me that law? The citizen cannot go out and take out a warrant on somebody. The judge issues a warrant. You do not have that power as a constituent. That's why I said we're talking fact over feeling. The magistrate can issue a warrant, but you cannot. And if so, can somebody show me that? I could be wrong, but I ain't never heard of it. I ain't never seen it. Like Moses said, I ain't never seen it. And I'm going to keep your thingy. No, ma'am. If that's the case, niggas, everybody be in jail based on Mad Day. Everybody would be in jail based on Mad Day. But we talking. I told you, Y'all finna be in y'all feelings tonight. Now, here's it. I agree with you, Tashana. She says, I agree, QueenShiba. I don't even care for Destiny. You cannot go down there. Just like Melody could. You have to show proof. And we're talking about Alabama. There has to be proof to substantiate your claims, your police report. And if so, a warrant by the magistrate, not by you, by the magistrate will be issued. Am I taking Destiny's side? No, I'm explaining the law so we can have a technical conversation. Because let me be clear, and I'm going to loop myself in this. Love and Marriage Huntsville crowd can be highly emotional, that you don't think straight sometimes. I'm not trying to persuade you to do either or. I just want to make sure we lay out the facts. So Melody, when Melody went down there, I am sure she had to have hardcore proof. Not hearsay, hardcore proof for the judge or the magistrate to issue that warrant. And Martell's ass got picked up when he went and tried to whatever he tried to do. To this day, we don't know what he tried to do. You know that? And they locked his ass up. And he was there for a bit over 3 hours. LeBaric was in and out. So this is what I'm going to stand on. Whatever he did, there was proof. Get out your feelings. Whatever he said, there was proof. Okay. We're not taking sides. We are talking. Let's do this. I'll use Miss Black Titanic as an example. Stormy still was arrested for third-party communications. Whatever she did, whatever she said to Miss Black Titanic, there was proof. However, Miss Black Titanic was kind enough because she was having family challenges and had lost family members to say, you know what, I don't have the strength or the wherewithal to sit here and process that right now. I don't want to move forward. I'm going to let her make it. That's how it works. There has to be hardcore proof that the person did something. I don't believe, and I could be wrong, that anybody could walk up in a police station and say, you know what, I want a warrant. Go arrest my husband. Go arrest my daughter. Why? Because I want to. Without proof. We talking proof, y'all, that leads to a warrant. So there had to have been proof established first, outside of whatever. We're assuming it's Destiny. Outside of whatever. And then a warrant was issued, which tells me that warrant may have been out there for a minute, a couple of weeks or a couple of months or a couple of days. Okay. And he was not aware of it. If he was arrested based on hearsay and what they're saying in the streets of YouTube, which I don't know to be true or untrue, so I'm going to say alleged. If he was arrested while he was with his son, then he was not aware that there was a warrant and somebody had went down to the courthouse on his ass. He got caught slipping. Somebody had it out for him. He didn't have a heads up. If what we are hearing is true, let's pause. If what we are hearing is let's pause. Courtney says, I did before Queen. You walked down to the courthouse before and just said, I want to put a warrant on somebody. And they went and picked him up. Okay, you went down there, Courtney, and you took out a warrant, or did you file a police report? And you just said, I want a warrant. And they said, okay, whatever you want. And they went and picked up your ex-husband. Y'all, listen. There's always a warrant. Okay, let me not use polarized words. QueenShiba, I heard that there was no warrant. It was something that took place. Yeah, they arrest you because there's a warrant out for your arrest, y'all. What are we talking about? Think about what we're saying. If there is no warrant, why are you arresting me? Is DG here? Is DG in the chat? We're not getting into two sides of the story yet. We're just trying to establish a foundation to have this discussion. Otherwise, we can't have it because some of you going to be in your feelings. We just trying to establish a foundation to stick to tonight. And I'm not a Destiny fan. A warrant is a warrant is a warrant is a warrant. The fact is there has to be a warrant established before an arrest can take place because otherwise, right, you can't arrest me. Okay, Julia, would you like to come up? Julia say, I'm an attorney in Virginia. They are not incorrect. You're saying that in Virginia, the law is, listen to me very closely, that somebody can go down to the police station in Virginia, listen to what I'm saying, and say, I want Julia without any proof put in jail. Can you put a warrant out on her? And the judge is going to say, okay. And they don't have to produce any proof to substantiate any claims. I don't believe that to be true. I don't believe that to be true. I could be wrong. And if so, I'm going to stand here and I'll apologize. If I'm wrong, and if that's how, okay. And if that's how Virginia works, that's crazy. An affidavit, you can file an affidavit and the magistrate will issue the warrant. For what? Does there have to be any proof? Or anybody can just walk down there and file an affidavit? Because y'all are missing a part of what I'm saying to prove a point. That's what I think. Now, are we so focused on the dislike for Destiny? I'm just saying, does there not have to be proof? I know in Huntsville there has to be, Alabama. So y'all are saying in Virginia, you can just kind of walk in there. The DA, there still has to be proof, presents their case. Their case is their evidence, the intel, the information. That's am I not like, I know she turned herself in. I understand that. I agree, but I'm going on what she said. Does there have to be proof? Yes or no in Virginia? Does there have to be proof? That's all I'm asking in Virginia. We'll get back to Huntsville because y'all coming after me tonight saying you don't need no proof. You can go put a warrant down. I understand the laws are different, but I do believe there's a standard and a template and a foundation. I do believe there's a standard, there's a best practice, and there's policies and procedures in place. Am I wrong about Virginia? I could be. All right. So let me say this. Circumstantial. There was circumstantial evidence in all of these cases. Listen. Let's and I'm gonna let I hope the lawyers want to come up. Because you can help me out by explaining. So somebody said, oh, no, in New York, they absolutely will arrest you without proof. For third-party domestic violence communication, without no proof. I can say, Shawnee told me she going to do A, B, and C in the text, and I don't have to show nothing? Y'all, is that what y'all are saying? Let me see. Y'all are saying that, yeah, you can just go down to a police station. Okay, I'm gonna have to let y'all come up here in a second. So, in the state of Alabama, domestic violence in the third degree occurs when certain types of physical conduct. Oh. Okay, let me read the law. In Alabama, domestic violence in the third degree occurs when certain types of physical conduct occur between individuals who are involved or were previously involved in one of several distinct sorts of domestic relationships: menacing, criminal mischief, criminal trespass, reckless endangerment, and or criminal surveillance. These Alabama domestic violence laws, y'all may have a point, are far different from other southern states like South Carolina, Georgia, or Mississippi. Each jurisdiction writes and enacts its own statutes. Okay. All right. So they're saying that Alabama can be drastically different from any other state's domestic violence laws. Alabama domestic violence law violations are extremely volatile crimes. Taking out a temporary restraining order, we're not talking about that. Okay. So, domestic violence charges are sometimes referred to as domestic violence third degree assault offenses. AKA, we can use one example that we know for sure is Revenge P. I'm sure that when Melody went down to the magistrate, she could not go by hearsay. She had to produce some type of proof. And according to Martell, what he admitted to in his interview with me is that he sent her the threat along with the videotape. So I am sure that she probably had to show that. Okay. So this is because assault entails disagreeable interpersonal interactions with people close to you that fall short of inflicting physical harm, but which are destructive. So according to what LeBaric and both Martell were arrested on, does not have to be physical harm, but it just needs to be established that whatever they're saying in those text messages or on those phone calls or whatever, internet, are destructive. Once the criminal action is started, that means the research, the analysis, we got to look at the claim. The judge starts digging or the DA starts digging, okay? Once the action is started, extensive examination by a judge will be required. This includes a review of the facts, not the feelings, leading up to the event in question, inquiry into the nature of the relationship at issue, and any prior unlawful relationship conduct between these parties. Consequences in Alabama, y'all, in a third-degree domestic violence conviction can be very severe, whether the specific offense at issue is classified as a misdemeanor or a felony, with guilty findings regularly resulting in jail time, costly fines, and more. Now, based on him being arrested, based on Alabama law, y'all, there was the evidence was there to support whatever call was made, whatever report was made. That's all I'm saying. I ain't taking nobody's side. I need to establish some facts here so we understand what we're talking about. Otherwise, this panel will be all over the place, and I ain't trying to do that tonight. I ain't trying to be all over the place. I'm really not. I want to keep it what it is, and you just need to stand on business. If you don't like the lady, you just don't like her, and you ain't trying to hear it. And I'm okay with that, but say that. Because we can't change the law to fit our argument, and we can't change the law to fit how we feel about because we have a favorite versus a non-favorite. That's all I'm saying. So somebody said he probably cursed her out, and she said she felt threatened. I don't think you can go to jail for cursing somebody out unless there's a threat. Unless there's a threat. You can curse me out all day until you cross the line. Courtney says, don't like her, but I know what I did to be facts. Oh. Okay, can we go to Alabama though, Courtney? Thank you. The Estet Noir says, Walter agreed there has to be probable cause. Yeah, you can't just go down. Well, I'm finna argue tonight. I'm finna argue with some of y'all. Listen, if you sensitive, don't come up here. If you sensitive and you not gonna feel good tomorrow, don't come up here. Oh, somebody. Oh, really? QueenShiba darling Melody is in the chat. Let me see. I must have missed that. Welcome, Melody. Hold on. Let me go all the way up. Oh, the chat going. Well, Melody, can you say hi again? Because the chat is moving like crazy. I can't see you, honey. And if when I see you, I'll give you. Joy says Queen Sheba wants to tussle. I am, and y'all can tussle with me. I ain't sensitive. Hey y'all, hey Melody, Cherie, we finna argue, girl. You might want to leave in a little bit. I'm finna fight with them tonight. I am. Listen, y'all give Melody a warm welcome. Yeah, they want to argue with me, Melody. They already started. It's Kicking It with Courtney. Is the attorney from Virginia. Is Black women are in the building. Yeah, we finna fight tonight. Y'all know I'm giving y'all a hard time. Listen, let me say what I need to say. Are you prepared to have an emotional or a logical argument tonight based on Liberic and Destiny? What we believe to be Destiny. Are you prepared to have an emotional or logical argument? Because that can be challenging. And I want to talk logic. Are both Martell and Liberic guilty of what they've been accused of? That's it. That's all. They both have the same charges. They both have the same charges. And if we are directly tying it to protecting Black women and we're standing on business when it comes to domestic violence, then are you on mute when it comes to Destiny? It's just a question. It's just a question. Are you inclined to turn a blind eye because it's Destiny as it relates to the charges that Liberic is being accused of? Are you inclined, for those of you that don't care for Melody, I asked it earlier before I even knew she was in the chat, have some of you turned a blind eye initially when it was Martell because you don't like Melody? And if so, what are we here for? And that's why I said, are we protecting Black women or are we protecting some Black women? Now, I did a poll. And I asked you, and I'm going to share the results of the poll. I asked you all, I said, let me put it up here. Hold on. Do you think Liberic is guilty as charged? The answer was, you had two choices. Yes, if you understand the law, or nope, just because it's Destiny. There were over 600 votes, and 83% of you voted that you do not think Liberic is guilty as charged just because it's Destiny and just because it's coming out of Destiny's mouth. If it's Destiny. Now, let me ask you something. If it's another woman, do you think he's guilty as charged? What if it's somebody else? Miss Beezer said, I can't protect you just because you Black. If you a liar. LSW says she was on mute when it came to Mel. But if you were to answer my question, and y'all not going to come up here and derail the conversation either, because I will turn on that white man tonight. I told you I'm arguing tonight. If it were another woman, if it's not Destiny, is Liberic guilty? Okay, thank you, Courtney. She said he might be guilty. Thank you. Somebody with some sense out there. And I'm not saying he is or he's not, but I'm just saying in order to be arrested in the state of Alabama, the magistrate does require a component of some type of evidence, direct evidence, just like Martell, y'all. Just so I want y'all to pause and really think about getting out of your feelings. Because some people didn't give a damn when it was Melody. Okay, S. White said, read the stages. Okay, read the statement of charges, then dissect it. Send it to me. Because all I see is one little page. Now, let's do this. Let me go to my super chats, and then I'm going to open up the line because I'm not going to play with y'all tonight. All I'm saying is, if it's a different woman, where do you stand then? And how do we come so divided when it comes to women's issues? Now, I'm gonna say this. I don't know if Destiny. Let me just say this. I don't know if she's lying or not. If it is Destiny, the magistrate doesn't think she is. Now, here's the thing. You like some of them said, they've gotten people locked up. And on technicalities, you can. But I always tell people, what's your heart posture? Are you doing it to be facetious? Are you doing it because you want some get back type shit? Or are you doing it because you feel like it's an imminent threat? That's not for anybody to answer, but I always think I always lead with that, right? I always lead with that. What's your heart posture? Because if you in it to win it and show a motherfucker you ain't playing and you want some get back type shit because you can, then that karma gonna come back. I Soleil. She says, innocent until proven guilty. Let's do this. I'm gonna open up the lines. I'm not taking everybody tonight. I'm not taking everybody tonight. I need some heavy hitters up here that can talk without getting their feelings. I'm not gonna do that tonight. That can talk, that can push back, and that don't give a damn. You ain't got to agree with me because I ain't really told y'all where I stood anyway. I just asked you a few questions to establish a foundation that I would like for us to stick to. Okay. Kisco say, you can't say. Kisco, you know what? I think you be trolling me. I remember you. You can't say the judge doesn't think so. It hasn't gone to court yet. Well, he got locked up. And I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm just saying. And maybe, but Kisco, I do know you be trolling me though. I do know that. I got a good memory. Queen, do petition close mean? Okay, what does petition close? DG, are you here? Is DG in the chat? All right, we finna do it. I'm for real. I am so for real about the white man tonight. If I feel like you get, listen. Listen, I said what I said now. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me, comes to me. Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me. Money comes to me.
All right. I think I got so excited. Hell, I was going to play it. I was going to run it a second time. Sexy RN, CCRN coming through with a 20 piece in a pepper. She says the timing of the charges tells us a lot. Destiny did this purposely. Oh, now listen, Destiny did this purposely for a storyline and to justify her organization. Also, she cannot pay Liberic. When will Destiny learn? All her plans fail. This will fail as well. I agree with you. If it's Destiny, the timing is so suspicious for a storyline. And not only for a storyline, it's looking like for fan fave. Because how can y'all deny me protection as a woman when you gave it to Melody Cherie? Now, I'm going to say this, and my question to you, Destiny, if it's true that this has happened to you, why are you still running with Martell? Because to me, abuse is abuse. Why are you still running with Martell? Why would Liberic be guilty and Martell not be guilty? And what's the difference? Let me back down. Let me go to the other one. Sexy RN coming in again, y'all, with a 5 piece and a pepper says Martell was arrested around the same time last year. Oh, conveniently. Oh, you're a smart cookie. You are a smart cookie. Conveniently around the same time last year when filming started. And it's also convenient. I'm just saying. Destiny, you did have a story last week with your therapist that Martell was your protector and your provider. That Martell was your protector and your provider. Now, the last time you told this story, you said it's because that blogger came in your house and went through your closet and you had to go get a pow. But on Monday, you said it was because of what I perceived to be your ex-husband. Now, that would be a very interesting story line for her. And also for Martell to be the knight in shining armor to talk about his experience of protecting her. Let's keep going. Samantha Elvie coming through with a 3 piece of pepper. She said it was the text message, Queen. Nothing serious. That's how some people felt about what Martell did to Melody. Has anybody seen the text messages? Has anybody been able to see it? Okay, I saw that already. All right. Sexy RN coming back, girl. Yes. With a 20 piece and a pepper says a warrant can be issued based on hearsay in many southern states. I did it to a neighbor. Did you file a police report? That's what I'm at, y'all. Did you go down and the court said you can file did you file a police report and then a warrant was issued? Or did you go in and say, I need a warrant? That's the question. My mom had to do it to a relative who made threats. Right. She had to file a report, I believe. No one but me heard the threats. It is up to the discretion of the magistrate. Got it. Kicking it with Courtney coming through with a 5 piece and a pepper says, Georgia will let you take out a misdemeanor warrant just to pay the fee and fill the police. What's the PW? Courtney, you may have to come up. And fill the paperwork. They will issue the warrant and you present your case during court. Gotcha. Jean coming through with a 5 piece and a pepper says it could have been something in real time. I am paused because Destiny ain't ish. F Destiny for life. I said what I said. Ooh, they on one, y'all, and it's just Monday. Thank God y'all don't have to go to work tomorrow. All things Rena coming through with a 5 piece and a pepper when the people are saying, what the people are saying is that there was an exchange of custody. I got that at the police station and an argument ensued. What? At the police station? Well, then that's even worse because that means he could have possibly said something and the police overheard him. And y'all still standing on business? Valerie R coming through with a 10 piece and a pepper says, I'm all for supporting and protecting Black women. But if you are not your sister's keeper, then what do you want from me? Hey, she said it, I didn't. Fit Diva 1979 coming through with a 7 piece. That's a very interesting number. Queen, it's wrong. However, was there a warrant? I believe so. I don't know. Unless he was just showing his ass right then and there. Y'all, that's even worse. That's even worse. If they did an exchange at the police office and they got into an argument and whatever he said, they overheard and locked him up on site, we can end the live right now. And I'm not taking anybody's side. That's even worse. Okay. Shiva's Corner coming back with a 5 piece and a pepper says, I don't care for Destiny, but if she was experiencing DV, I sympathize with her. However, Destiny gives me a thin line between love and hate. Soleil coming through with a 2 piece and a pepper said, it's the timing for me. Yeah. You know what? That's fair. That's a fair assessment. Let's talk about it. Okay, give me 1 second. Empress Nick coming through with a 5 piece and a pepper says, I get DV, yet Destiny has been on big D energy. Yes, we don't know Liberic, but are we to empathize with her when she overlooked another woman? That's why I asked her. Very good question. What's the difference between Liberic and Martell? And why is it that she's still fully, publicly supporting Martell through thick and thin, as if she's his wife? Black women are in the building coming through with a 10 piece and a pepper says, she lied about medical coverage, the mortgage, why she got the pow, and so many other things. She was setting the stage with her Melody Mondays episode last week. I can't do Destiny. Look, a lot of people can't. But the question still remains, if this is true, are we protecting Black women? And it sounds like most of you are saying, hell no. N White coming through with a 5 piece and a pepper says it's difficult to see aggressive people in the role of a victim. As a social worker, typically the individuals with deep wounds are very aggressive. And you may be right. I want to give you an example. Give me a second. We can use Evelyn Lozada as an example. We can use Evelyn. Mean girl, bully, on reality television, terrorized many of the women for years upon years. And during her first year of marriage with Chad Ochocinco, after she caught him cheating, she confronted him. He headbutted her, split her head open. And nobody cared because they said she was a bully and she ruined his career. Now, I'm not saying that's how I felt, but that was the public. The general consensus of the public, nobody cared because you've been a bully to others. Betty McWilliams coming through with a 2 piece and a pepper. He said, thank God for my why, which would be his child, in my opinion. His why is his child. Otherwise, to me, what that sounded like, thank God for my why, my reason for living, my reason for staying on top of shit. Otherwise, I would go ape shit, bat shit crazy, tear some shit up. Thank God for my why. That would be his son, in my opinion, my strong opinion. That was an easy one for me to figure out. Thank God for my why. Otherwise, things would be different. Samantha, allegedly. Samantha LV coming through with a 7-piece and a pepper. It said it was just a test. Oh, it was just a test message. Girl, when it was Mel, but I got what you're saying. She's saying in her Letitia's voice, it was just a test message when it was Mel, but everybody protected Martell. I'm reserving my empathy and my sympathies. Listen, that's fair. All right, this what we gonna do. This what we gonna do. This what we gonna do. Because there's too many of you out there. There's over 2,500 of you out there. I mean, 2,400 of you. All right. I'm going to take my priorities. Priority only. Do not click the link. Do not click my link if you are not a priority. That's the higher level membership. Because I'm not going to, because I'm going to wear some of y'all out if you come up here. I'm in an arguing mood tonight, a debating mood. And I'm going to push back. And I ain't got time to coddle nobody tonight. And you can push back. You can argue with me. Maybe you want to argue. Maybe you had a rough day at work tonight. That's what we on tonight. Respectfully. All right? Respectfully. If you are not a strong debater, don't come up here. Don't come up here. You ain't going to hurt my feelings, and I'm not going to try to hurt yours, but I'm going to stand on what I'm going to say. Yeah, you're correct about the why. Oh, absolutely. He's talking about his son. That was obvious to me. Thank God for my why, because otherwise it would look Dr. Hicks. Dr. Hicks laughing at me. I meant what I said. Don't come up here tonight if you're gonna be listen, because I'm gonna drop you down. If I sense one little get down. I'm not gonna do that. And you can push back. Be yourself. All right, here's the lineup, and that's what I'm gonna stick to tonight. I need the other person to come back. There was another person. Hold on. Everybody pause. Okay, there we go. I got my lineup. Let me tell you. Okay, I got my lineup. Now listen. Here's the lineup. We got DG. DG, can you please introduce yourself?
Good evening, QueenShiba in the Palace. It's DG. I was about to say my whole government name out here. I'm a 20-plus year prosecutor in South Carolina, and I do a ton of domestic violence cases.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, we got it. We got it. DG can be a referee if we go too far off the grid. We got Kicking It with Courtney. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm kicking it with Courtney. Okay. That's all I have.
And look, y'all make sure y'all stay around for the talent show at the end. I got a secret weapon tonight. We got QT. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone.
All right, that's QT. We got Stacy Horton. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. This is Stacy.
All right, and last but not least, we got Fruit Gummy. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hey, Palace. Hey, everyone. My name is Fruit Gummy, but my real name is Joy.
All right. All right. Let me see who we're going to go. Okay, DG. I'm going to let you get it. I'm going to let you kick it off. Do you feel like there's any ounce of what word am I looking to? Validity to what we're seeing as it relates to LeBarick Williams being charged with what he's being charged with? Right here. Hold on. Can you see the screen?
Yes. So my position is this. An arrest warrant can only be issued on probable cause. Do we know whether or not he was arrested on a warrant? A person can be arrested without a warrant for a misdemeanor in most states if that offense was committed in the view or the presence of an officer And there are some felony arrests that can be made without a warrant, and the warrant is obtained after that person is taken into custody. So I would need to know more information about how he was taken into custody. The second thing I need to know is what specific section of the statute is he accused of? Because I've heard people say harassing communications, but on the booking sheet it says harassment, which is a different code section, which is a different requirement. So the third thing I would say is on the booking sheet where it says closed, it doesn't mean that the case is closed. There's a whole process for an arrest to conviction. When a person is arrested, the first right they have is to have a bond hearing to be either released on their own recognizance, post a bond, or if a bond is denied, to have that reviewed by a higher court. When that person's booked and processed through the jail, that part of the case is closed. It then proceeds to the appropriate court that will actually have a hearing, whether that's a preliminary hearing, whether it's a bond motion, whether it's other processes until that case is completed. But that portion of the arrest is completed once that person's been booked, processed, and a bond hearing's been had, and either they're released or they're held for further proceedings. So a lot of people believe that the case was closed and it was thrown out. It wouldn't be thrown out at the arrest.
All right.
But so to get a warrant or to make an arrest, you have to have probable cause. And what that means is that a person probably committed a crime, and and that there's enough evidence that supports the probable. So
All
it's
right.
a very low bar. It's a very low bar. If I swear out a statement, then based on that statement, if the magistrate believes that there's enough evidence to support the charge, they can issue the warrant. It doesn't mean that that person ultimately may be convicted on that warrant, because to get a conviction, you need a higher level of proof. That is proof beyond a reasonable doubt. But to make the arrest, you only need a small, very small amount of evidence to actually issue a warrant.
Got it. Thank you so much. Do y'all hear that in the chat? And do you hear it on the panel? You know what? Let me let one more person introduce themselves. It's like Candy. It's like Candy. Introduce yourself to the people.
Hey everyone, I'm Candace and I'm glad to be here. I just want to say what we're all thinking. Whoop that trick. We don't care. I've been on Red Note learning my Mandarin, and let me tell you, I don't give a shit in Chinese. Wong wong pao chi. Wong wong pao chi. We don't give no damn. I don't care if he went upside her head and I'm sitting in. I said what I said. She deserved it. She don't care about nobody but herself. She's not my sister. She don't protect her sisters. So I'm sorry if he went upside her damn head. I could give two rats asses. And I said what I said on a Monday. Let me go back on mute.
Oh, wait a minute. She was just supposed to introduce herself. Lord have mercy. Hold on. Kicking and recording. You was arguing with me. Hold on. You know what? Let me cue you up. Let me cue you up, kicking and recording, because you was arguing with me.
That ain't my song.
Hold on.
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? I can't argue with you. No. Look at you. Look at you. You mad? Look at you. You big man. I'm happy. Leave me alone.
Let me leave Courtney alone. Welcome. Hey. Okay, Courtney, you got the floor.
Okay, so I came up, I ain't come up to argue. I came up just to get a little dialogue. That's all, Queen. Okay, so as far as well, let me first start by saying this. I don't know, because I don't live in Alabama. I don't know any of Alabama's laws. And each state and each city has, ordinance and things that are just specific to that city and state. But I did take out a warrant. I showed no proof. I took out a warrant one time. I went to the magistrate court. It's a municipal warrant, a misdemeanor. I went to the courts. They have you fill out a paper. On the paper, you put your name, date, address, the offense that you're saying that took place. You pay the fee that they require, and the warrant is issued. And at court is when you have to have the burden of proof to prove what this person did. This person actually do what you said they did, but that warrant was issued. without me showing anything, just filing my paperwork and paying my money. So and they still do that, because I had to call my mom to see if they still do that, because it's been a few years, and they still do that here where I live to this day. And I
Damn.
showed nothing. I took nothing up. And I had bruises, but I used to, like I said, he used to do stuff like he would hit my arms and legs where I would have to like pull my clothes back and show you. But I didn't have to show them anything. I just went and said, I want to take out a warrant. They gave me the paperwork. They collected the money. They issued the warrant. And I went home. Nothing.
Okay.
No.
Dang. Okay. So it's up to that person to defend themselves in court, but they
In
can't be
court.
picked up.
Now, when
Okay.
we go to court, I have to prove that they actually did what I said they did. And
Okay.
they can prove, come to court with whatever proof they may have.
Well, thank you for clarifying. Because I sure was ready to argue with you and that attorney from Virginia, but just
No,
in plain,
I've done it before, so that's how I know for sure, because I've done it. But again, this was years ago. But I just called my mom to see, like, do they still do that here? Because she works with the court. She was like, you just pay the fee. And I was like, okay. But as far as Destiny and LeBaric, what I will say about this situation is still a lot of uncertainties here. We have not seen said messages or phone calls or whatever the issue at hand has been for the, harassment. We haven't seen that part. What I am stating is, since we're in our 92%, what I am reserving is my right to say, I'm stepping back from this particular situation. And the reason I'm a DV survivor. And the reason why I say this is because I pay attention to people's patterns and behaviors more than I pay attention to people's words, because people can con you with their words. They can say anything with their words, but I pay attention to people's patterns and behaviors. And law enforcement, again, just knowing law enforcement and dealing with certain things, I'm not necessarily going there either, because they'll make an arrest, but he'll have his day in court to either present said evidence, and then we can see from there. Because an arrest is, anybody can get arrested. You can get arrested if an officer stops you and says, what's your name? And you say, I don't want to say anything to my lawyer, get here. They can say you're obstructing them and arrest you. So an arrest couldn't be broad. But I'm reserving my right simply because we've watched season after season. We've watched what Melody has gone through. And I've always been honest about my biases. I'm very biased. I don't like anybody on the show outside of Melody. I am a millimeter. And Destiny and Martell are like my top dogs and who I don't like. But I'm reserving my right for Destiny simply because Destiny has watched another woman go through something, and she's steadfastly and firmly stood by her AB user. And because she has done that, and because she has done so, and I'm not saying LeBaric is guilty, because I don't know. I'm going to reserve my judgment there. I don't know if I don't believe he's guilty, honestly, because of her patterns. But because of that, I'm going to, since she's done that to another woman, I feel like we're in an era of being reciprocal. I'm not going to stand 10 toes down on a woman that if something happened to me, and I've watched it happen to another woman, you won't stand 10 toes behind another woman. So I can't reciprocate that type of energy or give you that type of energy, because I know you won't. You will reserve it for when it's beneficial for you. Second, again, Destiny has shown a history of lying. I can't verify anything. I really can't think of any situation that I can verify that's verifiable that she is telling the truth in the situation. They had paperwork prior. I remember the $20,000 that she ended up getting the judgment for. I remember somebody reading that paperwork, and in that she was trying to claim DV, and the judge threw it out. So at that point, she didn't have enough evidence to prove that there was a situation. Not saying it wasn't, but she didn't have the evidence in court per the documents. So because of her patterns and her history and her behaviors, I'm reserving my judgment to say that she's a victim. Anybody can be arrested for anything. An officer, that's their job to make the arrest. Now, when they go to court and the evidence is presented and we know more, then I still won't feel bad. I'll just be like, okay, he might have did it, maybe I need to scale back on what I said towards her, but I won't feel no way, because she didn't feel a way about another woman. And sometimes life will do that. Life will let you experience something that you, laugh now, cry later. You watched another woman go through something, you showed no sympathy, no empathy. You actually helped bully. So sometimes when it comes back around, you just got to let it come back around. That's all I wanted to say.
Got it. That's Courtney. She gave an example of how it worked for her, and then she also said she's resting in her 92%. Let me go to Fruit Gummy, then QT up next. And just real quick, y'all, can we keep it to 2 minutes so I got a few more people I got to get to. Now, listen, let me say this, because I know I hope y'all heard me before y'all click that link. I hope nobody just pulled up and clicked the link. Everybody understand what I'm on tonight? Oh, they quiet.
We hear you.
I
Oh, you
understood.
talking to the
Yeah,
panel.
we hear
I
you,
thought you
Queen.
talking to the
I
chat.
understood.
I understood the assignment.
I thought the
I'm in
chat
an
was getting
arguing
talked
mood,
to.
so I ain't coddling. So y'all got to bring it tonight, okay? Nothing, lovable, edible, nothing at all. Fruit Gummy, you're up next.
All right, so I'm gonna preface this by us all saying that we don't know if it's destiny or not. But I'm gonna leave with my statement by saying it's protect Black women, but with some common sense, okay? That means that if you tell me that the sky is falling, I might go peek, but I'm not gonna think it's all coming down. What I will say is that domestic violence is never all right. And although Destiny has shown herself to be a nasty woman with a nasty character, I have to be objective on certain serious things. Do I think she's a liar? Is there a part of me that has some doubt? Absolutely. But I will say that I'm a diversity, equity, and inclusion consultant, and I know how biases and how that impacts people. And so I will say this, that I did my own little Googling, my own little lawyer Googling. And in Alabama, if we go with what Queen Sheba said, you do have to have some probable cause for a judge to sign off on a warrant. That doesn't mean that that's like that for every other state, okay? What I will say, has Destiny shown a pattern of being a liar? Could she have doctored something up? Absolutely. Again, we don't know if it's her and we don't know the full case. But what I will say is that I think there has to be a standard of what are some things that we're objective on and what are some things that we can fully lean into that bias. What I will say is that although I've seen her be a nasty piece of work, I got to be held accountable for my own heart posture. So I want to take the bail approach. You got to pray for your enemies. It might be far away, but I'm going to still pray and say that whatever's happening there, may the good Lord have justice, and it just be that. And that's just where I'm at with it.
All right, and that's fair. Thank you. And you kept it to 2 minutes too. You didn't want that white man to get pulled up.
Listen, I did what I could do.
And you didn't listen. Let me go to QT. Listen, y'all, I got my little go QT.
Um, I'm going to agree with the others. I understand that Destiny is a questionable person. I do have a bias. She is not my favorite on the show. However, as a woman, I am going to reserve my judgment. I am not. There is no way that I'm going to support a man in any, like, if there's a accusation or any other untoward accusation. There's really no way that I'm going to support a man at 100% off the rip. I'm just going to wait and listen to what happened, the evidence. And if either one of them are shown to be guilty, it is what it is. Because I have to be fine with myself in the morning. And for people who are saying that, oh, if you've been a survivor of anything, there's no way you would stand by someone else who did the same thing. That's not true. I know people and I've seen people who have experienced things and still stood by a family member or whoever their loved one is, knowing that they are guilty. So, yeah, I don't agree with Destiny standing by Martell. I side eye the hell out of that. However, I'm not going to deny her claims just because I don't like her. If he did that, then he deserves to reap the consequences for it. The only time I ever defended him was in defense of having a government job and what you need to do to clear your name when you have a government job when that fraud case came up. Otherwise, I'm looking at both of them with the side eye, and I'm gonna let the wheels of justice turn the way they should.
You did good. Thank you, DG. You did real good. Thank you. You have 5 seconds left. Thank you. They waiting on that white man. They want me to play it so bad on somebody. Let me go to Stacy.
Hi, Queen. Hi, everyone. I just would like to say that first, I want to put my disclaimer out there. I do not agree with domestic violence, period, regardless of what the circumstance or whether I like you or not, because I am my sister keeper. However, I was attacked and I do live in Mississippi now, okay? So I live in Mississippi. I was attacked and I pressed charges. And I went on by my business and I'm waiting on the court date. A month later, the police knocked at my door early in the morning. And I'm thinking they coming to tell me some bad news about something. They was coming to pick me up. I didn't do nothing to anybody, but I was arrested. They knew I had a clean record and everything. They didn't have no proof of nothing because they could press charges on me as well. And they pressed charges and I went to jail because I was attacked. Because I pressed charges, they turned around and pressed charges on me.
Damn. Were you able to work that out?
But I did. I had to get an attorney. I almost lost my job because I work for the state of Mississippi. I had to get an attorney. I was looking at 25 years for aggravated assault.
Lord have mercy.
So when I say I was fighting for my life, I didn't stay long, thank God. My mother lived like 3 hours away from me. My mother came and I had to get my pastor involved. But I was able to get out within, I wasn't even there. I think maybe I was in there for 3 or 4 days. What saved me was because when they attacked me, I took pictures because the police didn't even take pictures of me. I just knew that because I work in insurance, that anything that happened, you want to always take pictures. I took pictures of myself. I had to get my sister to go take the pictures and show proof on because the pictures showed the date and they showed what I looked like. And because of that, that's how I was able to save myself. I did eventually go to court, never showed up for court, and I still had to show my proof. So I won my case. But think about, I lost money, I lost time, I almost lost my job. I was able, at first my job terminated me, but then they realized I have never done anything. My record was clear. That was just hearsay. So they did give me my job back. But I'm just saying though, if this thing is real, if somebody really want to press charges against you, in some states, especially like in Mississippi, they can go down and press charges and people will pick you up and you just got to fight in the court of law.
Oh, wee. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Stacy.
Thank you.
All right. Listen, it's like candy. I see I have a couple of people in the back. Please continue to wait. It's like candy. You there?
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to say to that lady that just spoke, that's true. That's why I guess I'm going to reserve my judgment because I cannot see LeBarrick with his good old government job giving it up old good old Buckeye. Okay. Y'all have to remember she is playing in our face on TV right now at all storage, trying to pretend it's a store. Like we cannot see the storage unit metal sheets in the back. I'm not saying that if he did do it, it's wrong, but I'm sorry. Put a couple of knots upside her head. She is a snake, and karma comes around tenfold. I may not be able to think of nothing to get you, but God gonna get you. Vengeance is mine. And so when Mel was going through all her stuff, she the main one downplaying and sticking by old bald headed. And oh, he would never do that. Oh, he would never. That's my best friend. That's my brother. Okay, well, I need you to keep that same big D energy and get them dukes up if LeBarrick is putting his hands on you. I'm sorry, I said what I said. I have no feelings, don't feel no ways tied if she got her ass whooped. Sorry. I may be wrong. Maybe it's not the Christian thing to do right now, but that's what I'm on.
All right. All right. It's like candy. I got two more. Follow me, Black TV. You have the floor.
Good evening, Queen and the Palace. Thank you so much for having me. I am with the reserve. I'm like, I don't have enough information. This is too fresh for me even to decide one way or the other. I don't care for. I'm not on Team Destiny at all, so I don't care for her. But at the end of the day, I'm for what's right. So, Laberic, I'm hoping that there is no truth to this. I really would hope that. And if it is some truth, I'm not going to feel sorry. I don't have empathy for Destiny because she wants to be entitled. She doesn't show anybody else any other, their empathy. So I'm just not feeling her. But I'm just like on the fence right now. I need more information. I need more details. This is not enough. I've been hearing things on the, Facebook, YouTube, but nothing concrete. So I just have to wait to pass my, figure out what's going on. And that's about all. I've been in situations in my life, but I'm not going to go into that because the white man will come singing on me, child. Yes, he will. But that's about all, Queen. I just wanted to say that I'm just on the fence right now. It's too fresh for me to make a judgment or even try to think anything else right now.
Okay. All right. That's fair. It sounds like, according to the chat, there'll be a little bit more information or supposed to be more information available tomorrow. So we shall see, and maybe we can revisit this conversation.
Exactly. And I may have more to say, but right now it's just, you can't really, I can fuss about Destiny and her ways, but it's too soon right now. So
that's fair. That's fair. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you for having me. Have a good evening.
You too. Unnatty, girl, you got the flow. And then DG, I want you to come back and after Unnatty and just give us a few examples of harassment. What would be considered harassment to the court without any physicality? Unnatty. You on mute, Queen.
I live in Queen and Palace and Panel. I live in Arkansas, Forest City. You can go to the police station and they don't even have to have a warrant. I can make a report and they will come and arrest you. And you have to fight it out in court.
Well, damn. That's it, Unnatty?
Destiny, Martell arrest was 124-24. LeBeric's arrest is 119-25. She just trying to start their foundation, which has been reported for fraud. LeBeric got a restraining order approved on her. She tried to get one on him and it was denied. I'm just saying the track record, okay? He went to court and he got a restraining order on her for her being aggressive toward him. She tried to get one on him and the judge denied. So right now, I have to see what transpires in court. I don't like her. I'm no ways tired about her. If he was violent, DV, he should pay for it. But right now, I'm not convinced. And I'm going to use FD's word that I cannot stand. When it comes to dust mite, I ain't no ways tired. And I said what I said. I'm back down to party in the chat.
Oh, wait, baby. They on one tonight. Everybody got a day off tomorrow. Y'all see what they on. And Natty dropped down to come party in the chat with y'all. And Natty, you did real good. Let me tell you how much time you had left. Let me see. You had 29 seconds. I was itching to play that white man on somebody tonight. Hold on. DG, real quick, can you give us an example of harassment?
Okay, so harassment in South Carolina, which is where I practice, can be anything such as a pattern of unintentional, substantial, and unreasonable intrusion into the private life of a targeted person that serves no legitimate purpose. So,
can you break it down?
So basically what that means is, it could be following someone repeatedly. It could be repeatedly showing up in places where you know that person's going to be. It could be sending repeated calls or text messages or social media posts that are meant to target that person and harass them or to place them in fear. And that fear has to be, it's not just, I'm afraid that that person may do something to me. It could be more serious or more severe than that. If you cause a person to suffer a mental or emotional distress based on the way that you are targeting or harassing that person, then that can take it from what could be a misdemeanor charge up to a felony charge. So it's the amount of contact, it's the way that the contact is conveyed to the person, and how does that person receive that. And so you don't, I know in South Carolina, I'm not familiar with other laws in other states, you can still have a domestic violence charge and never have physically assaulted a person. If you are in a position where you could offer or attempt to assault that person and you have the present ability to carry out that threat, then that is still considered a domestic violence assault, even though you never touched that person. And so what happens is, or an example of that, I threw a cup at you, but I missed. My intent was to hit you. I had the ability to hit you. I just didn't have good aim. That's still an assault, even though physically I was not harmed. You placed me in fear of being harmed. And so those type of examples happen a lot more than people may be aware of. And we spend a lot of time in jury selection as well as in explaining during our case, you know, the different types of behavior that falls within the statute, so that the jurors that are hearing the evidence has a way to process the evidence and put it in the correct category so that they issue a ruling that is consistent with what the evidence shows.
Whew. Listen, do you think it's going to get thrown out? Let me go to the panel because I know everybody's going to preserve. But if you have to, do you think it's any? I know it's a wild guess.
I don't think we have enough evidence at this point because we don't even know what the allegation is of
Right.
the conduct that he's arrested for. So I've heard a lot of things on, you
Oh
know,
no, it was just a general question, like across the panel, like just based on, and you can go first, but just based on, I don't know, the fact that people are. Listen, I purposely disconnected from YouTube so I would not have my thoughts convoluted or intruded on by everybody else's opinion. But you're answering from a law perspective, right? It's just not enough evidence. But do you feel like the fact that he got arrested, is this something he can beat, panel? Is this something that you think she's going to move forward with based on their history?
I think it depends. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Who was that?
Oh, it
Frugummy?
was yeah, I was gonna say I think it depends on what is shown because in looking at the context, and again, this is hypothetical, if it is a series of pattern, right, and you go into the court of law and you say that this is a demonstrated pattern, or was this an isolated incident? Now, both could come with consequences depending on what it is. But again, going back to if it is true or not, and looking at Destiny and her pattern of behavior, I would need more context into, is this a pattern of behaviors or was this an isolated incident? And I feel like if it's an isolated incident, then it could get thrown out.
Okay. And my question before the next person goes, DG, real quick, kind of a yes or no. Based on, do you think the court is going to look at Destiny's run-ins with the law? She's had a few run-ins with the law for fraud. She's also had like some civil stuff. Do you think the court is going to look at that, or this will be if it's related to Destiny? We're assuming, but if it's related to Destiny, do you think they're going to consider her background?
I mean, that's considered character evidence. So if she's a witness to establish the state's case, then of course her character becomes an issue. So yes, at some point that could become problematic for her, because then the jury's going to hear that evidence and they can consider that when they determine what weight and credibility they give to her testimony.
All right, y'all hear that? Now, when you run it down to the courthouse trying to be cute, make sure your shit is clean. QT, what are your thoughts?
Oh, sorry. Because he has a government job, and I'm saying this as someone who works for the government, because he has a government job, he better hope he can clear his name, because if not, that's going to be his career, depending on the charge. Because you have to go through, especially if you have a security clearance, but even if you don't have a clearance, you go through a background check, a rigorous background check, and they run your background periodically. I don't know what they do in Alabama, but I know I get my background checked periodically. And if they ping anything that is that's questionable, they will come to you and ask you about it. And depending on what it is, you can lose your job and be barred from government service. So he better hope he can clear his name. And if he can't, then he should have never did whatever he did. He should have known better.
Ooh-wee. Y'all, it's gonna be tomorrow. Shit, I'm waking up early. I'm gonna have coffee, I'm gonna be kicking it with Courtney. Courtney, what you standing on? I know you gave your argument, and
Yeah,
let me.
I got a few things to say.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to make it clear. Again, I'm a survivor, and sometimes that's not my personality. That's a situation that happened to me. I think sometimes we lead with because I've been through this. This is, I'm standing on this front line. I think we still have to acknowledge that each situation and scenario is case by case, even if we've been through something and can understand the situation. And a lot of times, a lot of slaves got messed up like that. Going back trying to save other slaves that was comfortable being a slave. They ain't want to be free. Sometimes you gotta lead people and go on through the river yourself. Okay, that's number one. So I don't want to be pigeonholed to I'm a Black woman and every single Black woman I have to put on my cape for. I will put on my cape for those sisters that will stand in the gap, that are willing to do the work, and that are that are reciprocal. Again, I'm not doing that. That's just me though. And again, as far as Destiny and LeBerick, they'll have their day in court. When they have their day in court, the evidence is presented. We'll see what's been done. But Destiny has shown, I don't know a lot of LeBerick's character to give his character flaws. I can only really more or less speak on Destiny and what I've seen. She's been very aggressive. I've seen her try to fight several times. She's very vengeful. A lot of us even think she's responsible for Moses. So if she would do that to Moses and he's not even in her vicinity, possibly allegedly, then I don't see, she's been arrested twice by the hands of LeBerick. I don't see her not being vengeful and wanting to see him have a mugshot and being arrested at her hands. Strikes me at that type if I'm looking at her pattern and her behaviors. But that's it. I don't feel no different than what I said earlier. I'm still standing on same thing.
Listen. Support.
Yes. Hello.
I think Queen is working on her audio.
Oh shoot, y'all! I was just talking.
No, we didn't hear
Okay.
nothing, Queen.
I was on mute. I'm so sorry. I was saying thank you, Courtney, for sharing. I appreciate you standing on what you were standing on and then not backing off and supporting what you believe with specific examples of why. I appreciate it. That's fair. I was gonna call on Stacy, but she just dropped down. Let me go to it's like candy.
I'm going to be honest. I agree with everything Kicking It with Courtney just said. Do you all remember how she smirked like got him on national TV about Moses being locked up? I don't put nothing past her. I really don't. She looks like the type that would do that thin line between love and hate, slam her arm in the door and hit herself. She seems like that type because she's very vengeful. So yes, and I hope LeBerick didn't do it. But if he did do it, obviously, I'm not a Destiny fan, but of course, domestic violence is wrong, but I'm sorry, I agree with Courtney. I'm not running back to save everybody. I'm getting on the boat and we're going to Canada. And it's just, you can't save every sister because every sister is not your sister. They'll be done did you like Scar did Mufasa and throw you off the dang cliff. So I'm sorry, that's just how I feel on that.
I can agree.
Can I
I
say
can
something?
agree.
Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I was just going to say, and above all, this is just a cautionary tale of you got to be really careful of who you are connected to. And unfortunately, and I'm just going off of Destiny's past behaviors, LeBerick has now attached and got a child with a woman who has demonstrated that she's untrustworthy. And I think it's sad that we even have to have these kind of conversations about whether or not, is something true or not, because she has demonstrated herself in such a dishonorable and nasty way. So that's why I try to have kind of like a baseline of like, okay, well, let's see what's going on and let the court make a decision. But I will say this: Destiny needs to get herself together. And if I was LeBaric, I would do everything I could to have a court mediator. I would use those court systems where all the text messages and communications can be seen by the court. He's going to have to put a fortress of boundaries in place so that if this is all a Houdini trick and this does have something to do with Destiny lying, this does not happen again.
It's one of them situations. Well, I appreciate y'all allowing me to establish a foundation that we can build off of and talk through, because we could have been all over the place and I didn't want us to be, not because it's right or wrong, but I really wanted us to be thoughtful and come with it tonight and stand on what you're standing on in spite of. You get what I'm saying? And I think it's clear. I'm gonna say majority of y'all in the chat feels like Destiny's not a credible person and she on some get back type ish, period, point blank. I also believe that it was stated that tomorrow may be a case regarding child custody and not the specific charge that he was charged with on yesterday. Is that correct, DG?
That's just what I've heard on YouTube streets. I don't have.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay. I'm gonna say this. I think it's important to, how I want to say this. My mama used to say the bigger they are, the harder they fall. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And that's about ego. The same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. You can only go so long doing wrong. Can't no right come from doing wrong. And at the end of the day, in order to be successful, everybody needs somebody. You can't just bulldoze your way through life and think motherfuckers gonna jump on the gravy train and support you. People remember your track record. People remember what you said. People remember how you made them felt. People remember what you did to this person, that person. It don't matter what people remember that. I know I do. And there are certain people I will never stand in the gap for, period, point blank. I don't give a I'm not standing in the gap for you because I know you. I saw you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it sounds like. That's what y'all on when it comes to Destiny. It ain't no right or wrong. I ain't here to judge. It is what it is. That's why I wanted to lay out the case tonight. How you feeling? Who you with? Who we protecting? Who we not protecting? Are we pausing? Are we protecting? And I know some people, even some content creators, let's keep it real, saying y'all women ain't shit. Why? Some of y'all niggas ain't shit. Because you attack women too. So what we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like some of y'all attack women too. That can be considered harassment. Now, all of a sudden, you find an iota of integrity today because you happen to know somebody. And this ain't to nobody's specifics. That's why I don't really get involved in how people feel and what they feel and why they feel it. Because unless your hands are all the way 1,000% clean, you really don't have a leg to stand on in this argument. Just sit back, relax, and give some content and hope for the best and prayers to all parties involved. And I'm being sarcastic. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I don't know. I do know research shows that some women that are abusers, that have been abused, become bullies, can become bullies. It's just a lot when it comes to Destiny. I'm going to hold my peace on this one. Because I'm going to just hold my peace. The Asset Noir, welcome.
Hey, Queen. Hey, chat and panel. I think this is a classic case of when you cry wolf, and it could be an incident where it really did happen, but because you've faking and shaking so much, nobody believes you. And it does such a disservice for those people who really have been victimized. So for me, DV is never acceptable or okay. And if this has happened to her, then we have to give her the empathy and the grace that she hasn't
lend it to anyone else. However, if it did not happen to her and she is promoting this, it just makes it that much harder for those people who have suffered under the ABUSE, and their voice gets silenced because you have somebody, again, who's playing Peter and crying wolf. And I said what I said. Thank you.
She said what she said on a Monday night. That's the Estet Noir, y'all. She said, you got to be careful crying wolf. Because what if something really does happen? Samantha, you got the stage, boo.
Hey, Queen. Thank you. I just wanted to say that when it comes to this situation with Destiny and Liberic, I'm reserving my sympathies and empathy because Destiny is the girl that cries wolf. We have seen Destiny literally assisted Martel with harassing Melody by way of her.
Samantha, your audio disconnected. Is it her audio? Is it me, y'all?
Her audio.
Okay, so if
Her
you have
audio.
on earpods, they don't really work good on streaming. You have on earpods, Samantha?
No, I don't. Can you
Okay,
hear
go
me
ahead.
now?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, yes. So, yeah, I was saying that we've seen her literally assisted Martel with harassing Melody through her mental Mondays with her so-called therapist. And even up to last week, she was on that channel discussing about Martel is her brother. He hasn't done anything. And it it's crazy to me that a person who is now claiming that they have experienced DV in that manner would still stand beside a man such as Martel, knowing that he has been convicted, not that he has been arrested and awaiting court date. He has been convicted, a conviction that he is appealing. And even with that conviction, she was on national TV saying, oh, but that did not happen. I cannot believe someone who would do something like that, or someone who would use someone's children to attack them. I have to see what happened tomorrow in their court date and get more information. But because it is Destiny, it is very hard for me to feel some type of way towards the situation and give her any form of empathy or sympathy. I'm sorry, I can't.
You know what? It's fair. It's fair. Like I said, it's fair. I'm not here to tell anybody how to think. I just wanted it to be a conversation that everybody could stand on and be okay with how they feel and what they feel without feeling intimidated to speak their piece. I feel like y'all did a good job. Queen Liz, who Queen Liz? Um, I'm gonna be sitting back watching. Now I'm gonna say this, Destiny, just in case you happen to come over here and you may be in the bushes. They on what you on. They're on what you've been on for years. Water seeks its own level. And unfortunately, y'all, you attract what you put out. You attract what you put out. And Destiny, I'm gonna just say, if you are confused, if this case is remotely attached to you, and if you are confused by some of the mixed responses of the women, it's because of how they feel based on the chat and the panel. Y'all, it ain't no right or wrong. It is what it is. It's based on how they feel that you've treated other women, in particular, Melody Cherie, when it comes to Martel, and how you have broke your spinal cord to ensure that you are public advocate for Martel come hell and high water. That's it. That's all. So if you're confused, I want you to come back and scroll through until you get to the 1 minute 39 mark. I mean, the 1 hour 39 mark on this live, and listen to me say it over and over again. And you may have attracted that type of energy because that's what you've put out according to the people. Oh boy, I'm telling you, y'all, this cold stuff is going around. But let me say this. I think they ready to sing. So listen, Who's singing tonight?
Oh no, I'm gonna drop back in the chat. You're not gonna give me the white man tonight.
Who's singing tonight? Hold on, let me get them hyped.
Bye guys.
I thought Lala was supposed to be rapping. Tonight. She ain't nowhere to be found.
Queen, thank you for having me tonight. I'm gonna drop down because I know I can't sing. I know my limitations.
All right.
Yep,
Good night,
I'm at
y'all.
peace.
Put it in the
And
back
I'm
chat if you're singing. I don't want nobody to know. I want it to be a surprise.
I'm dropping down because I have to work tomorrow and I snow or nothing. So
I got it.
and
Okay,
I'm a
sweetie,
second
come
that
on up.
emotion. I'll be a voter. How about that?
The people vote the extent. We don't get involved because some people listen. It get
Okay.
nasty up here behind that singing.
Well, I'm going to the chat.
I ain't
and
gonna
good
say no
day and good
name.
night.
I'm
I ain't
gonna
gonna
go
say
ahead
no
and just go
name.
to Courtney.
And
So
Courtney, let's go SWV. SWV.
I ain't singing.
You have to.
I gotta sing tonight. Nah, y'all didn't do me right last time.
Oh,
Oh,
hard.
who? Okay. I got one singer. I see her. Who else? Okay. Who else singing? I dropped the link.
Me.
I got it. I can see everybody. Stay on mute. I got you. Let's see if we got any more takers. I think we may have one more. Where Lala at? She talked all that noise
Yeah, where
last week.
Lala? Where L'Oreal? L'Oreal, you in the bushes?
They might be in the bushes.
Well, y'all better pop out the shrubbery and come
Billy
up
girl.
They might be in them damn bushes, not wanting to come up. Cause Lala talked big noise all week about what she was gonna do. It ain't nowhere to be found all of a sudden.
All I was gonna rap for us.
That's what she said. Let's see. Hold on, let me see. Candy, are you coming up to sing?
Yes, I'm coming up to sing.
Okay, go back on mute. Ooh, Courtney got some competition tonight, baby.
Who is that?
Don't worry about
Oh.
it.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
She talking about who is that? Courtney, that's just like candy.
Oh, okay.
It's like candy. Okay, let me give them a few seconds to see. And if not, I think we got enough people. We're gonna get it started. All right, y'all. Who you with? We got Courtney, you singing tonight?
Who is retired radio? Talk about send me to voice lessons. Who is that? You come
What
up
did he
here.
say?
Drop the link, Queen. Drop the link for retired radio.
I got a contestant that's traveled here all the way from Texas. She gonna get it started. Let me go ahead and share my hold on, let me share my let me get everything queued up, my mic for her. She's all the way here from Texas. Hold on.
Girl, Queen got some props.
Okay, I think we're ready. You ready? Yeah, they're ready. Give me 1 second. They ready. Okay, they gonna go first. Who else is Courtney, you in it? You in the runoff?
I want to go last. I don't know. I want to go. I got to
You
think
can go
about
last. You want to go last?
it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's second?
I
Sweet
will.
Sweet tea. Okay, it's like candy. Gonna go
And then I'll
after Sweet
go.
tea, and then fruit gummy gonna go right before Courtney. Y'all ready? And then we done. All right, here we go, y'all. Every Monday night, if you want to sign up to sing, you can do that here. They can sing now. It's pretty stiff. All right, we got our first contestant. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. All the way from Houston, Texas. Here we go. Hold on. Let me start all over.
Hey, you come to help. I like those fine clothes I wear. It just don't need the thing you do. That tells how much I really care. Well, I went on all along with
You
you.
better sing.
You knew exactly what to
Hey,
do.
come on.
You put your spine
Fine
inside of
me.
me.
Hey,
And make it more than just for
and I was.
you.
Yeah.
Ooh,
All
love
right. She hit that
the
note.
way.
All right. We got it, baby. All right. Y'all better give that girl a round of applause. Hold on now. Don't do her like that. All right, here we go. So it looks like sweet tea. Hold on. Or was it It's Like Candy? You up next? Was it It's Like Candy?
Sure, I can go next.
Okay. Come on. I need your energy to be a little bit different. You act like you don't want
Okay.
to do it. Come on now. All right. It's Like Candy. Let us know what you're going to be singing.
It's called I Don't Give a Fuck About You, or I'm Not Fucking With You by the guy from Detroit. What is his
Okay.
name? Anyway, it don't matter. Y'all know the song.
Hold on. Let me cue
This is
you up. You got 15. You got how many y'all? 10 or 15 seconds.
10 seconds. I don't have to sing long.
All right. Let's go.
You little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you. You little dumb ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you. I got a million stupid things I'd
All
rather
right.
do.
Time. That's time. Sweet Tea, you're up next. Let us know what you're singing first.
I'm gonna do Whitney Houston. I'll always love you.
Okay, you got to stay close to your mic so we can hear you. You ready?
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yep. And
Okay.
go.
Bittersweet memories. That is all I'm taking with me. And I will always love
You better
you.
sing, girl. All right. Listen.
All the way from Texas.
All right. Fruit Gummy. No, who is
All
it? Who's
right.
next? Fruit Gummy?
Yep, that was me. I'm singing I'm Going Down by Mary J. Blige.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me get the timer started. I don't want no fighting after this. Okay, Fruit Gummy. Take
Okay.
them away.
Time on my hands since you've been away, boy. I ain't got no plans. No, 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 no. Boom, 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 boom. And the sound of the rain against my window pane is slow.
All right.
Okay, so Gummy. Okay.
She hit him with the flex on that window pane. Yeah.
Boom, boom.
It was the window pane
Queen,
for
you
me,
gonna teach my boy.
baby. This girl got me out here looking out the window, but okay.
Y'all, I sung that in a talent show to this dude I broke up with in college.
All right. And our top two will go head to head. So we got one more. We got Courtney coming through. Courtney, let the people know what you're going to be singing tonight.
I'm rapping tonight.
Oh, you rapping. Okay. What you rapping?
I'm rapping International Players Anthem.
Okay, go ahead. You got 15 seconds.
So I typed a text to this guy I used to see saying that I chose this cutie pie with whom I want to be with. And I apologize if this message gets you down because I CC'd every guy that I CC around town. And I hate to see y'all frown and I'd rather see y'all smiling. Wetness all around me. True, I'm no island. Peninsula, maybe. Hold on, I'm getting the words wrong. Peninsula, maybe. It makes no sense. I know crazy. Given all this, I can't say the word.
Yes. Come on, Courtney. That was 15 seconds. All right.
Mine went a long time, Queen.
Courtney came in with, That's a long time, 15 seconds.
Mine went a long time, longer than everybody else.
Okay, well,
Baby, Courtney was reading like it was her Easter speech. She was reading it like it was her Easter speech.
like
I was reading. I was
all right,
reading, but I
y'all.
couldn't remember the word.
Let's do this. Who are we going to send to the next round? You can only send 2. Is it Kicking It with Courtney? Is it Fruit Gummy? Is it Sweet Tea? Or is it's like Candy? It's like Candy and Courtney rapped. Sweet Tea and Fruit Gummy sang. Who do y'all want to send to the finals? Let's go. I got 1 for Fruit Gummy. They tell my Courtney did poetry.
What? I
got Sweet Tea. I got a Courtney. I got a Fruit Gummy. I got a Sweet Tea.
Look at this stat.
Tea and Gummy. Hold on, what did your stat say?
Sweet Tea.
Come on, Texas. All right. The results are in. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. And the finalists will be going to the final round. We have sweet, good old iced tea. Yay! And our other finalist going to the round is Fruit Gummy.
Yay! Pew, 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 pew. Boom, boom, boom,
Now,
boom.
this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna give you, Courtney, your services are no longer needed.
It looked like I won, but I get cheated in the palace all the time. Nothing new. Look like I won unanimously, if you ask me.
It's like candy. It's not like they booed you. Oh, it's like candy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We thank you for your participation tonight. All right, so it's like candy. It's going to drop down with Courtney. Your services are no longer needed. Look, that's funny. I'm going to play these super chats real quick. Ladies, you got to come up with a different song. That'll give you time, okay? I'm buying you some time. Give me about 20 seconds to read through my super chats, and then you ladies will have the floor for 15 seconds. Hold on.
All right, Palace, the Super Chat Squad is in the building. We appreciate you, baby. The Super Chats are fire. Get in your bag. That's a lot of money.
All right, Desira TV coming through with a 5-piece and a pepper. She says, Queen, I just heard it's from his current relationship. However, if it's Destiny, I'll have to pause because of her behavior, and she's an AB users. She's with an AB user every day. Listen, that's not good if it's from his current relationship. You showing up like that, LeBeric? Come on now. Felicia, all about the harmony and justice with a 5-piece and a pepper. 5-piece and a pepper super sticker. Welcome, welcome. KJ22 coming through with a 20-piece. She says, I'm a board member of the Pamela D. Page Foundation, a 501c3 named in honor of my mom. We advocate for domestic violence survivors and victims and would be grateful for your support in making the difference. Well, thank you for coming through. We appreciate you, Pamela. We appreciate you. Not Pamela. I'm sorry. KJoy22. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. Good Tea coming through with a 5-piece super sticker. We appreciate you in the palace. Thank you. Protect Your Peace said, why are y'all off tomorrow in Texas? Girl, weather. You know, Texans are not used to cold weather, so it's going to be cold and everybody gets to stay home. That's it. That's all. I kid you not. I kid you not. Bama girl gets to stay home too. Kia M coming through. Thank you, Kia, with a 20-piece and a pepper. She says, this divide is what happens when men and women abuse the system, and it is highly unfortunate. I pray that when the truth comes out, the arm of the law was not misused, because it only further hurts true victims. I have to agree. Whew. I have to agree. Kia, thank you for the super chat. Sexy RN, CCRN. Oh, member for 7 months. Court date is tomorrow. Anyone going? I'll be at home minding my 92% business. Somebody's mama coming through with a 2-piece and a pepper says, sadly, Destiny's reputation precedes her. That's an excellent description. Sexy RN coming back with a 5-piece and a pepper says, Destiny tried to assist Martell with harassing Tisha on a recent episode. Is it DV? No, but it was wrong. She did the same to Mel. I have to agree. And she smiled as Tisha was walking off. That's nasty work. Let's talk about it. Janice Walker, thank you, Janice, coming through with a 10-piece and a pepper, says, on another note, I want to take this to the palace streets. Queen, can we get 92% bucket hats? And listen, Janice, I'll make one for you. Can we get 92% bucket hats and t-shirts for the summer? I got you, girl. I got you. And with that being said, y'all, welcome back. Who would you like to go first for the final sing-off? You want Sweet Tea to go first, or do you want Fruit Gummy to go first? They're quiet in the chat. I'm going with the first one. They said Sweet Tea. All right, Sweet Tea. Can you tell us what song you're going to be singing?
Yeah, I'm gonna do old school Anita Baker, Angel.
Okay, stay close to your microphone. You have the floor.
If I could, I'd give you the world, wrap it all around you. Won't be satisfied with just a piece of his heart, my angel. Oh, angel.
Boom, 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 boom. Hey, I know this
You're
song.
my...
Hey.
Yeah,
All right. Thank you.
I have allergies.
Sweet Tea.
My allergies cutting up tonight. I'm losing my voice.
That's all right. That's all right. You took them there. Go ahead and get on mute. We finna go to Sweet Gummy. I mean, Fruit Gummy.
I'm going to be singing Saving All My Love for You by Whitney Houston.
Okay. Saving all her love for y'all. Let's go.
A few stolen moments is all that we share. You got family and they need you there. Though I've tried to resist being last on your list, but no other man is gonna do. So I'm saving all my love. Yes, Palace, I'm saving all my
All right.
love.
All right.
All right.
All right. Let's give them a round of applause. And with that being said, I am going to drop a poll. Who won? Don't answer yet, y'all. Don't answer yet. Hold on. I'm going to put a real live poll. Who won? They laughing.
Girl, that's the coleslaw song.
Fruit Gummy or Sweet Tea? All right, the poll is in. Start poll. I dropped it. I hope y'all can see it. There we go. Start the poll. If you can just click really quick. We're done after this. I'll read the results of the poll and y'all can go home. Thank you, ladies. Both of you did an outstanding job. Let's see. Oh, we have over 120, 150 votes. Let's see if we can get at least 300 votes. At least 300 votes. We got 149. Let's give it 10 more seconds. 164. If you can just vote in a poll, it's in the chat. We got 175 votes. We got 20 seconds left. We have 190 votes. I need 100 more votes and we will end the poll. So far, it seems like Fruit Gummy may be taking a lead over Sweet Tea. We'll be back in just a second with the results. Stay tuned. All right. Welcome back. We're back from commercial. The votes are in. We got 250 votes. If I can just get 50 more votes, if you don't mind, really quickly before you log out and go to bed, if you can just give these ladies 50 more votes, therefore we'll have it fair. Get as many as possible. Just real quick. Give it 30 seconds. All right. If not, we'll take what we got. I'm going to end the vote in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2. Ladies, are you ready for the results of the poll?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like we can get 25 more. Y'all are 25 short of 300. Let's go ahead and see if we can get these 25. I'll hold it off for 15 more seconds.
Queen,
Fruit
they said,
Gummy, how do you feel like? How do you think you did?
I think I did what I could do. Yeah.
Girl, you. All right, we got our number. We're at 280. We're at 285. I lied. We need 15 more. 15 more people, if you could. If you feel compelled, just have some fun today. If we can get 13 more people to vote, 10 more people to vote, I'll end it. I feel like I'm begging now.
The people in the chat said Courtney filing a lawsuit as we speak.
Uh-oh.
You know she go down there and get people arrested now. Y'all better not come outside tomorrow. Courtney said she can file a report where she from. She don't need no proof that she lost this singing contest. She gonna go over there. Hold on. All right, we got 305. I'm about to end it. All right, the poll has ended. Give me 1 second. Excuse me, the results are in. And it looks like we are at 66 compared to 33%. With over 300 votes, 303 votes, Fruit Gummy takes home the title of Party in the Chat songstress. Fruit Gummy.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you.
I just want to say thank you for everyone that supported.
Hold on, Fruit Gummy. Would you like to offer any words to the voters?
I just want to say thank you for y'all believing in me. I hope y'all like my own homegrown instrumentals. I did that for the people, and I'm going to always do it for the palace. And for the participants in tonight's competition, thank y'all for y'all bravery and for showing up the way y'all did. Not bruh. Let me stop before I get that white man.
All right. Well, listen, they're saying congratulations to you, Fruit Gummy. You are the winner of today's sing-off. Thank you, Sweet Tea. You did an excellent job. I'm sure if you practice this week and come back next week, you got a chance to take home the title.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll try.
You did great. You did excellent. Both of you ladies. All of the contestants did tonight. We thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Monday Night Party in the Chat. You all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Elaine Stevens, member for 15 months. Thank you for the 6-piece and the pepper, Queen. We appreciate you. Elaine Stevens came back with another 5-piece and the pepper. Girl, that's the way. I like it. Wanda Jones is still up here. She says, all 2025, I think I did what I could. Listen, I kind of like that. Kicking it with Courtney. She's here, y'all. Kicking it with Courtney. Coming through with a 2-piece and a pepper says, don't ask for my talents anymore. There is a clear bias. Listen.
Stop the cap.
Come on, Courtney. Don't do us like that. Don't do us like that. Your girl Lala was supposed to be here rapping. She didn't show up. We love you, Courtney. You did a fantastic job. Fantastic job. Now, I don't want you harassing folks over there tomorrow in the courthouse. Exactly, Alpha MC. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Good night.
Stay warm.
Thank you. Good night.
All right. All right. Good night.